Good night, America, how are ya? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Well, good evening, good evening. How are you all doing? I'm doing pretty well myself. We've got a new event to check out in Genshin. Final long-range sightlines. So, I don't know what this event does seem to be about, you know, rifles, shooting things. And I'm wondering because the trailer for Shneznaya, right? It had like a first-person shooter segment where the traveler was running around with an assault rifle, gunning down some fools, Call of Duty style. And I'm wondering if this is kind of like the test run for that mechanic. Please tell me I got the crab. Terminal ballistics are impeccable, and the dispersion is close to the ideal. According to our assessment models here at Maison Gardenage's Weapons Bureau, your weapon is very much a cannon. It's just a shame that we need at least 2 teams worth of manpower to deploy your musket in the field. It's too complicated to use. Thank you for your approval, Officer Chevreuse. Actually, I don't think the high barrier to entry is a bad thing. Before I had the Soul Sniper ritual staff custom-made by Jalonin, we agreed that the stronger the weapon, the stricter its usage standards should be. Apart from their difficulty of use, I've even considered placing a moral cognition-based lock on such weapon. Literally the worst idea in gun control. These digital locks that don't actually stop anyone with any ill intent. They just have a chance of screwing up, and when you actually need them, very much to not. When it's your life on the line. Thanks. Because anyone with ill intent is just gonna remove that lock. Is gonna disable it. It'd be very easy. That way, we can ensure they are wielded by the right people, preventing any immense damage resulting from criminal theft. Again, they just remove it. That's a fair concern, Officer Chaska. Weapon theft that leads to committed crimes is not uncommon here in Fontaine. Wow! So many old friends! Fontaine's Maison Gardenage, Natlan's Flower Feather Clan, and a Knight of Favonius? What's going on with the little gathering of yours? Reconvening the multilateral exchange? Another joint wargame? Bullseye. You caught on to the situation immediately, Traveler. Some time back, the Special Patrol sent Terena to Liyue to take part in a joint wargame. That wargame became the catalyst for ever more frequent exchanges between the armed forces of various nations. Wait, where's this Knight of Favonius? That's not a Knight of Favonius, that's it's Gardenage. Or are we the Knight of Favonius? I mean, we are the honorary knight, but anyway. This time around, it's the routine ballistic wargame between Fontaine and Mondstadt, aimed at sharpening combatants' battlefield planning capabilities on all sides. And this time, thanks to our friends in the Knights of Favonius putting in a good word, the warriors of Natlan's Flower Feather Clan have joined the wargame as well. The Flower Feather Clan warriors are skilled at firing while in flight. They've opened the doors to a whole new world for us. I think it would be better to say they've opened the doors of a whole new world to us. But anyway. The knights must have gotten to know the Natlanese warriors during their expedition then? Paimon should have thought of that sooner. But what's a ballistic war game, really? Paimon understands every word individually, but put them together and it gets a little confusing. Doesn't shooting just mean firing the gun and being done with it? Are bullets allowed in war games too? If everyone had unlimited ammunition, you just hold down the trigger, and most enemies would be no problem at all. Combat is a long, drawn-out process. A shooter can only carry so much ammunition, so every shot needs to land, and to land strategically. Hey, Cleefan! Tartans! How goes the night for you? So the Knights of Favonius have developed a new type of grenade to help shooters sharpen their understanding. The principle behind it is a little complicated, though. As for the specifics, I'll let our friend from the Knights of Favonius walk you through it. Oh, well there... She just pops out of nowhere. Hey, Hedwig. Got a letter for me? Coming, apologies. I was buried in report organizing and hadn't even noticed the honorary... We've met her before, haven't we? I hadn't even noticed the honorary knight and his little white companion. My greetings to you both. I'm Hedwig, member of the Knights of Favonius' General Affairs Company. No, never mind. I was thinking someone else. I'm in charge of recording proceedings for this war game, and coordinating between the gunsmiths and our other allies. Speaking of which, the device for this round actually has a connection to you two. Do you remember the strange Samurai statue that once appeared in Dadaupa Gorge? Vaguely, long time ago that. Even Paimon's a bit fuzzy on it. Hedwig, why don't you give us the short version? Right then. I'll skip past the old legends and scattered intel and cut to it. According to the investigation company's findings, that statue was the work of an ancient Samurai. The ladler of broth, Trildrick, had taken an unused domain and reshaped it into a place to drill his battle formations. The honorary knight defeated one of Trildrick's lingering shadows back then, which caused the domain to collapse, and the eyes of Upano that oversaw the formations scattered out into the open. I'm guessing this was before 2.8. Once the support company had a sample in hand, they spent the better part of a year carefully, like an event that was before 2.8, I mean, carefully disassembling and analyzing it. Eventually, they got the technology figured out, combined it with the design principles of Liwei's overhead surveillance devices, and produced a kind of visualizing observation grenade meant for long-range reconnaissance, so a shooter can gather information from a position of safety. What a roundabout journey. Paimon never imagined that little fellow we wrapped up without much fanfare would leave behind such a mysterious treasure. That actually seems like a pretty fantastic device. Let me guess, wall hacks is what it's gonna be? The upshot is, in a war game setting, the observation grenade lets shooters see through the eyes of the round in flight. Oh! Talking about... That doesn't make much sense. It's a grenade that lets you see through your bullets? What? Deepening their grasp of trajectory and obstacles. Wait, is this Sniper Elite? Are we gonna Sniper Elite stuff? So they can practice shooting strategies geared toward different scenarios. It works on quite a few clever little angles. As for us Flower Feather Clan members, our Saurian riders often have difficulty determining the effects of shots we make while riding our Kukasaurs. We are up in the sky, after all, with our targets being far away. These observation grenades can thus help us conduct battlefield damage assessments. That's a term learned from the Special Patrol, by the by. It's a very concise concept. Sounds pretty neat. Glad to be of help. Sounds pretty neat. At the present, the people involved in the war game have completed everything our two leaders, Chaska and Chevrus, have designated for them. All that's left is to complete our war game with an expanded sample. Since you're here, Honorary Knight, would you like to try it out? By all means. I did notice during the Fontaine Film Festival that you're quite a crack shot. And an inspired one, too. What? When was this? Is she talking about the last Fontaine Film Festival? Because I don't think we've been shooting anything during this festival. Or wait, maybe she's talking about, like, with a camera. That's perfect. I'm personally interested to see how much your marksmanship's improved over the years, Traveler. And from the perspective of the wargame, your lack of familiarity with the observation grenades means that you can form an excellent control group for us. You know, Traveler, it does feel like this grenade thing has real history with us. Might as well try its effects for ourselves, eh? Should be pretty fun. Guess I'll have to step up and take this seriously. A bit of marksmanship practice is good for me, too. Good for me, too. Is good for me, too. There was a comma missing. Totally! An extra skill is an extra skill, right? Never know if we'll run into some sort of bad guy who can only be taken out with muskets or something. Again, there's the Snezhnaya trailer. Great. In that case, I'll prepare the venue and notify all those we have playing as targets. The rules are simple. Make a few adjustments as possible when defeating your targets efficiently. Make as few adjustments as possible. We should say first that this drill was made to be tough. Even the Special Patrol's marksmanship instructor, endgame, is barely able to pass. But I suspect you'll do just fine. Of course, there's no need to feel pressured. Sometimes shooting is not just about technique, but also about inspiration that arrives as light as feathers, and a little luck to send it off on the wind. Don't think of this as a test, but more a relaxing game. Perhaps you'll gain something unexpected from all this, It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Travelers must fire an observation grenade and to hit every target in the drill ground without touching any obstacles. After hitting a target, the observation grenade can be fired again from that target's current position in a new direction, continuing to fly in a straight line. The challenge fails if it hits an obstacle. What? You know what? I'm just gonna go because none of this makes sense. Hey Kenji, I'm doing good. How about you? Stop. All right. I thought this was gonna be like the first-person shooter segment of the Snezhnaya trailer stuff before Snezhnaya came out, but I don't know. I'm a little confused now. Heffalumpa-woozle is very confused. A heffalumpa-woozle's very sly. They come in ones and twozles, but if they so choozles. Some targets in the drill ground have not yet been marked by reconnaissance. Confirm shoot. After shooting, you will not be able to return to an elevated position. Oh, I see. Mark 'em. It's like Battlefield. Oh yeah, so this is like Sniper Elite, right? I mean, I've never played Sniper Elite, but pretty sure it's something like this. Only a little different. I might have screwed up. Let's see. Yeah. Restart the current drill and automatically mark all target locations. Sure. Alright, let's So I think we gotta go 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. The sensitivity, though, is insane. I mean, thankfully, it's not action. It's not like a first-person shooter action stuff, but still. Oh. Well, we maxed it out anyway, so it's fine. Give me them Fremels! New clash at the old theater. Those guys patrolling, that's gonna change things a bit. Alright, so blind spots are what matter on patrol. Increase distance, you said, right? For more points. Though I think... Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, from here. What? Excuse you? I was up here. Is there bullet drop? Is... Wait until he's here and that'll be... And then... There we go. I feel like someone's watching me. Easy peony. I'm really annoyed by that, though. Mountain standoff, let's see. What have we got ourselves into this time? We do need to finish that Fontaine thing, by the way. Because we still do have a couple of tasks to do. One time, ideal trajectory rings appear in the drill ground. Pass the observation grenade through them and hit your targets to earn a large number of points. Multiple firing positions are available in the drill ground. Follow the arrow indicators to move between them. Get a full view of the area and plan the most efficient firing strategy. It doesn't really look like to aim, but let's see, 361425, I think. Oh, dang. Wasn't quite it. Maybe. This way, I can at least get 2 out of 3 rings, but I don't think that's going to be enough for maximum points. Oh, nope, there we go. Oh, are you kidding me? 13 points short. 13. Oh, man. Alright, I guess we'll check out the other firing position. Now that I got a better idea. So obviously... Okay, so... think 3 first, and then 5, and then 2? I know I said I was gonna, but I think I got this. Dang it. Wasn't quite it. Wait, that'll hit? Okay. No, it doesn't. Where I aim doesn't actually matter. Okay, thanks, game. I think I should have waited a little bit. Let's see. If I wait a little bit longer until he starts to turn around, I should be able to get it through. Maybe not. Yeah. Ideal trajectory ring. I still have no idea how I'm supposed to get through that. Well, we got the points anyway. We did it! Breakthrough at Valley Pass. Okay. Some targets deploy shields that can block the observation grenade, making the shot ineffective. Plan your trajectory carefully and aim around the shield to hit the target. So we want to get them from behind. Got it. So we can't. So we want to get that guy coming and going. So I think 2 and 3. Which, I mean, I just start out with 2 or with 3. or no, 4. Okay. Can we hit 1 from here? Yes, we can. Okay, 1, 3, 5. Yeah. 5. Yep. And then this one, we should be able to get to 7. Yes, indeed. Easy peony. Flying colors. And that's it. So here, I got something I want to talk about. I've been thinking of switching Monday, Wednesday, Friday to Pal World, and then Genshin Impact will have Tuesdays and Thursdays. I want to get through all of the stuff from this update first, and might have to do some Saturday streams in Genshin in the future in order to catch up with like future updates. But like, we need to explore the moon, we need to finish the Fontaine thing, we need to finish the Witch's Revelation quests. We still need to do Imaginarium Theater, which got to do that in the next week and a half or so. And we also need to do the new Spiral Abyss. There's a lot of stuff we got to get done. But why were you yelling at me about events, game? Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, but once that's done, I mean, obviously Shinaznaya is gonna be big deal too. But the point is that my plans, I was planning for Genshin Impact to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the update. And if I have a plan in the future for it to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, then I can work around that when the new update hits. It is kind of the point. Alright, so that's Sniper Elite, Genshin Impact kind of thing. Genshin Impact's version of Sniper Elite. And I think I would like it if we did the Witch's Revelation quests for Diona and Beto. And I guess we can go with Yume Mizuki. If we have to. Alright. And we'll also do Ladies' Invitation, because that gives you something. There's like a tea set or something like that. See, again, it's like, oh, you know, can you help them along? We haven't been helping them along at all.
Affliction either. Precisely. It's already too deeply intertwined with your fate. Imagine your destiny is a tree. This affliction is like a new shoot growing from its branches. It's been helping you absorb sunlight and dew this whole time. It, long ago, began to shape your fate. If you cut it off now, the wound left behind might fester, infecting the entire tree.
Huh. You make it sound like it's a good thing. It's clearly getting in my way, keeping me from mixing the drinks I need. It's more like one of those vines that wrap around the trunks of giant trees, restricting their growth and slowly strangling them.
Well, if that were the case, your fate would have rejected it, and we could have easily pruned it away. Unfortunately for you, it's not at all what you say it is. All right, enough talk. That should be enough to convince you I'm a legitimate fortune teller, yes? Now, just like I told you, come here and pick a card at random. let me give you a little advice about your future.
So I just pick one at random. Okay. How about this one? No, wait! This one!
Your fate.
Don't overthink it. No matter how
It's
you
if-
choose, you
if
can
you,
only draw the card that's destined for you.
Oh, this fortune teller.
It's your insistence on fighting your fate that makes it negative.
Fairy tale. But since she's so good at it, her advice could prove really helpful. I have to choose my card carefully.
You're scaring her. Long time no see, Diona.
Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
True to form. Here you are at just the right moment.
You're too kind. Timing is my strong suit. How else could I handle so many commissions?
Well said. Compared to an intangible thing like fate, commissions have a far more intuitive effect on shaping our words and deeds. Now, seeing as you're here, perhaps you could have a word with this little one. She doesn't seem very trusting of an old witch like me.
Well, it's not so easy to trust a weird-looking fortune teller who's set up stall in the middle of nowhere. Oh, the traveler seems to know this fortune teller pretty well. Great. I can finally have someone I trust.
Can we read Diona's mind too?
Come over here for a sec. I need to talk to you in private.
I was just about to ask, what are you doing in Fontaine?
Huh, looking for new ingredients, of course. Ugh, my previous...
Is she gonna add some gears next time?
Minded. I kept limiting myself to actual food. Paimon wouldn't exactly call the things you put in your drinks food, Diona. Well, it's all technically edible, as long as you grit your teeth and close your eyes. It's stuff you can force yourself to swallow.
Planning to find completely inedible ingredients?
Exactly! I've already found a bunch of rusted screws, scrapped cables, coagulated chunks of grease, dust bunnies, toe jam, and it's all thanks to that guy from the Fontaine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure technically Toe Jam
He's been a real help.
is organic material. You know Henry? Did you run into him?
Well, I heard that really tasty fizzy drink stuff comes from the Fontaine Research Institute, so I headed over to take a look. When I got there, Mr. Henry let me try a few bottles of the new Fanta flavors.
Henri.
Completely
Henri.
Mr. Henry doesn't smell of alcohol at all. Nope. He just smells like Fanta. Sweet and tangy. One stiff and you can tell he's a reliable sort of grown-up. And...
So alcoholism is bad, but diabetes is okay. Okay.
He said, my affliction is probably beyond the Research Institute's ability to analyze. But he heard that this weird fortune teller who showed up recently near the court of Fontaine, apparently, everyone who's been here says she's crazy accurate. Maybe if you get your fortune, you'll learn something about what's causing your affliction. If you grasp the principles behind it, perhaps you can find a cure. Well, hard to argue with that logic. Guess he didn't end up becoming a researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute for nothing. So I came here to see the fortune teller. As soon as I walked over, she stopped me and said there was a strange disturbance surrounding me. Before I could ask, she blurted out all the answers to my questions.
But the scientific logic of the Fontaine Research Institute doesn't directly apply to divination. Even if you understand the principles, it doesn't mean the solution will be easy to come by, just like I told you. Mysticism isn't built of bearings and bolts, and I can't simply repair your fate for you.
Oh, are you telling me nothing can be changed? Then what's the point of drawing a card?
This seems more like a.
Drawing a card.
What is it?
Just
The
find
what
a
is the
tiny
fence?
missing gear to fit into the wheel of fate. It may seem insignificant, but when installed correctly, the tiniest gears can still drive massive mechanisms.
Chesterton's fence.
You're not just humoring
Like
me.
it seems more like a
What do you think?
like a Chesterton's fence situation where it's like, well, I don't know why this branch was added to your Tree of Fate, but I'm hesitant to cut it off because there may be a purpose to it that neither you nor I can see. So the Fontaine Research Institute, they're just all eager to take a bulldozer to any fence they find. Chesterton's fence. To live by. Barbeloth is very reliable. Just relax and draw a card.
All right, if you say so. Then I'll take one.
So I was reading up on Diona's and Beto's bonuses that they get from this.
All right. Here we go.
Wait, that's an alcohol-related card, isn't it?
Oh my. How strange. To think the disturbance surrounding you has grown
Yeah,
with such
or
vigor. It's
potion
no
stuff.
longer a shoot, but a sturdy branch. How curious.
See, there we go.
What are you saying?
She found out that, oh yeah, there's a purpose to this
Better
fence.
from now on?
That doesn't sound like a bad thing in itself, but given everything we know about Diona's
If we
motivations...
judge solely by your affliction, that would indeed be the case. Furthermore, the card you drew is the reversed High Priestess, which means you've been too focused on the illusions before the veil, which is precisely why you've been unable to pass through it for so long.
That doesn't sound like it has anything to do with mixing drinks. I thought this card would tell me what ingredients I need to use.
Diona, can you
The lunar
maybe
Arcana
a little
aren't
less
known for
obsessed?
creating recipes, at least not yet. But mixing drinks isn't the only way to find the answers you're looking for.
The answer is to teach those old booze hounds a lesson, so they never get drunk and cause trouble again.
You're certainly driven, but
I mean, I don't drink, but it sounds like she's focusing on the negatives of alcohol.
Remains stuck.
I have a friend who,
True? I
who,
hate weird old drunkards from the bottom of my
had to
heart.
stop drinking, and,
See,
he actually kind of sees it as a good thing, because he's always the designated driver, he's always, you know,
the most.
is able to, like, you know, keep watch of his friends, make sure they don't do anything too stupid, all that kind of stuff. And so his friends always want him to go to parties with them because it's, you know, he's always welcome there.
Perhaps
Right.
you should cast aside your impatience and confused emotions and tell him how you truly feel. You might find it more effective than trying to mix the most disgusting drinks in the world.
I don't even remember where I was going with this. Sleep deprivation is a heck of a drug.
Drinking. He doesn't listen to anyone.
Perhaps that was true before, but now you found a
I
tiny
haven't been
gear
paying
from
attention
the
enough.
wheel of fate. Return to its rightful place. Certain things might undergo subtle changes.
You mean that? But it is just a card.
Of course not that. I'm talking about your heart. Something which has already begun to change.
My heart hasn't changed at all. Now, I need to go look for ingredients. How much is the divination fee? I can pay it in full.
Oh my, what a well-mannered child. Much more endearing than that other little brat. But there's no
What?
need for a fee.
Is she talking about Chi-Chi?
Gift from a witch.
dare you.
Thank you. If you ever come to Mondstadt, I can treat you to a drink. I guarantee it'll taste delicious.
Oh, wait, actually, let me... Because I was wondering, like, oh, I'm going to have to go back through the... I want to see... Let's think about one person... Okay, wait. Bottom of my heart. One who fills your heart the most. How did you know I was thinking about one person in particular? Like, come on. Especially... Come on. And even through divination, of course. Perhaps you should cast aside your impatience and confused emotions and tell him how you truly feel. You might find it more effective than trying to mix the most disgusting drinks in the world. Once he started drinking, well, tell him when he's sober. It's easy.
Mondstadt, you say? Yes, if I get the chance, that might not be such a terrible idea.
And thank you for helping me out, Traveler in Paimon.
I forgot you can go through that. You're welcome. If you ever need help, just let me know.
No matter the trouble, Paimon and the Traveler will swoop in and save the day. But swooping in is thirsty work. So once we're done, we wouldn't say no to some of your tasty drinks, Diona. It's a deal. Next time you're in Mondstadt, I'll treat you to the best drinks you ever tasted. The kind with absolutely zippo alcohol.
By the way, if you have any more questions about your card, look for someone named Mona. You probably already know who I'm talking about.
Mona? Yeah, I know her. She always orders the cheapest drinks. Is she a powerful fortune teller too?
Ha! She's nowhere near my level. Still, she should be up to the task of reading the lunar arcana. Otherwise, she might as well hang up her hat. Just tell her you've brought a prophecy on behalf of the mighty astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus as a test. Don't worry. As long as you say that, she'll do her best to interpret.
I think you're abusing your position, Barbaloth.
Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus. Yes, that's a long name. Come to think of it, isn't Mona's name really long too? I think it was the what was it again?
Is Barbaloth? Something the matter, traveler? If you're looking to have your fortune told, I'm afraid this isn't a good time. As I said before, the Stodoko remains here before you. There are a great many things that still demand my attention. There's nothing else. I've got research to continue doing. But please rest assured that a reminder will be sent to me when the person involved in the oracle arrive, and I will make my way over in time. Alright, and then next up is Beidou. Wait, we didn't have to, well, that's interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, wait, we didn't have to do her thing. No, we did. I just didn't do it. So yeah, Diona's just... She applies a bit more cryo and does some more damage, as near as I can tell. Which is not especially useful for what I'm looking for. But it does make her a decent off-field cryo applier. Even non-stellar conduct teams. Which, frankly, I need quite a few more of those. I think, anyway. Let's see. Choice treasures. Okay. Within 20 seconds after using the elemental skill Ice Pause, which, that is such a long time. Like, that's one of the things that I really like about these stellar buffs, is that they're like, oh yeah, by the way, that whole, like, 6-second duration on the skill, yeah, that was kind of stupid. It should probably be a lot longer. So it's basically 100% uptime, right? On that? Yeah. Hold cooldown is 15 seconds, which is ridiculous. Diana will fire off 3 Icy Paws when party members trigger Superconduct or Stellar Conduct reactions. Icy Paws fired this way cannot generate elemental particles, so no benefit to energy generation, nor will they generate a shield upon hitting opponents. This effect can occur once every 3.5 seconds. So again, it's just extra damage. And then, you know, she gets Stellar Conduct. Although I haven't paid attention to what her constellations look like with that. Pause hit the targets. Yeah, I don't see any okay. Radiant Stellar Conduct. Characters within Signature's Mix's radius deal 40% increased superconduct and stellar conduct reaction damage. So actually, that's really good. That is actually really good.
Yeah, look at you, Fontaine.
I should have held it. Hold on, let me... Although at the same time, she doesn't have access to her constellations as a trial character, so.
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your dream. Huh.
I forgot that there's an effect on the constellations as well. So. Wait, hold on. What's he using? Snow Tomb Star Silver. Let me guess. Physical artifact set? No, just Gladiator's Finale. What was it? There's two. Bloodstained Chivalry and Pale something or other. She's using the...
Look at you, Fontaine.
They could have at least given me Sino for this, by the way. Just... that would have been nice.
Shake an ass, stir. Can't handle your drink.
I defeat one of these guys. Great. Okay. That was annoying. That was really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Just Revelation, Choice Treasures. Alright. Alright, Beto, let's see what you got. Show me your moves!
So what you're saying is that this card I drew is actually pretty good?
Fate is simply
All
fate.
cards are
It
pretty
makes
good.
no distinction between bad and good. However, talking solely about the upright strength card you drew, one of its interpretations actually fits your profession well. This card symbolizes passion, courage, confidence, and desire, as well as perfect, unfaltering love. No matter what surprises fate throws your way, I believe you will take control and steer a steady course.
Oh, don't flatter me. By our rules, a good fortune means paying extra for the reading. Here, I'll leave my coin pouch with you. If you have time, could you read the fortunes of my crew?
That's the first time I've received a request like this.
We've sailed this ship from one corner of Teyvat to the other, braving the winds and waves. After so many years at sea,
Pokemon mentioned!
who doesn't harbor troubles of their own. I may be their captain, but there are things even I can't help them with. So, running into a fortune teller like you, it made me think you might be able to help set their minds at ease. As for recompense, that won't be a problem. We've done good business on our way here and dragged in quite the haul.
As intriguing an offer as that is, I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I fear there aren't enough cards in my deck for such a sizable crew.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you here to have your fortunes read too?
Hey, Beto. What are you doing in Fontaine?
I'm here on business, of course. And to help a certain someone scout out new trade opportunities while I'm at it.
Certain someone. I'm guessing it's... Ningguang?
Our esteemed Tianxuan, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Who knows
Ningguang.
what kind of scheme she's cooked up this time. A few days ago, completely out of the blue, she tells me there's good business to be had in Fontaine. Doesn't ask my opinion, just whips out a detailed itinerary and tells me to follow the trade route it outlines.
See, the introductory quest would make a lot more sense if we were the ones who told
I've had
Ningguang.
any urgent business lately, so I
You know
went along
that.
with the
It's
whole
like if
thing.
that was part of the quest.
What would you know? It's been plain sailing the whole way. What was supposed to be a 2-week job got wrapped up in just over 1. I figured since we're already here, we might as well stick around and have some fun. So I gave the crew some shore leave to kick back and relax. Matter of fact, just yesterday I booked an event space at the Hotel de Boer and the lot of us drank up a storm. The crew's still sleeping it off at the hotel, so I thought I'd venture out for some fresh air and to sober up. But I only made it a few steps before this, fortune teller stopped me and asked me to draw a card.
So you've already drawn one?
Here, it's the strength card. Looks like a good one, and since it's the right side up, I think that makes it even better.
Upright strength. How should Paimon put this? It really does suit you, Beto.
It certainly does. Now, let me explain the other meaning it holds.
Don't tell me. It's bad news.
I wouldn't say it's good or bad, and it's not directly related to your fortune either. Just a little after-class musing, now that your reading is over. It's clear that you possess both powerful outer strength and an indomitable inner spirit. To borrow a metaphor, you're a lantern in the dark night. You dispel the darkness and guide lost souls on their forward paths. But you must know that it's not only the lost and weak who are attracted to the glow. Bugs cling to the lantern, competing for light and heat. Believing that it can keep them warm, the light burns more intensely. Only by doing so will its radiance not dim. Now, it would be best if someone could drive these bugs away. Because if no one does, perhaps one day the flame will consume its remaining fuel, all for the sake of a few unworthy pests.
If
yes.
that's your concern, I don't think there's any need to worry. I have a friend who knows how to help people figure things out, and, well, she enjoys taking care of pests who hide out in the corners.
I think you're missing the
A rare
point.
friend to have.
But, okay.
Judging by your tone, you must really trust her. She doesn't sound like someone who would easily lose her way.
Her? Oh, if she were the type to get lost, I doubt anyone in Liyue would know how to stay on course. Take this trip, for instance. She's the one who pointed the way. It all makes sense now. I was just thinking, if she really wanted to do business, there's no way she'd let me kick back and relax.
Suppose this is what you should expect from Tianquang? Giving someone time off requires an elaborate ruse.
So basically, Ningguang just wanted to give you a holiday. But why make you take such a massive detour?
Well, I'm sure she'd say something like, some detours are needed. Only by taking them can the shortcuts be found. I'll never be able to unravel the twists and turns of her mind. Well, she still needs me to help expand her trade routes, though, so it's not like she'd do me harm. As her strength card, I'll remain up front, breaking the waves and forging a path ahead. Whoa! Oh, look at the time. I'd better head back and check on my crew. See if I can't sober them up a little, get them shipshape and ready to sail. Traveler, Paimon, Lady Fortune Teller, I hope to see you around. This card is a rare treasure. Can I keep it? Oh, probably not, right? I'll just take one last look.
Chi-Chi was able to keep
Guides
hers.
the lost, and those who come for more than its glow. Interesting. If I have the time, I should pay another visit to Liyue.
Alright. See what Beto has to offer. So we do need to check if Beto or Diona is C6, because, I mean, it's been a long time since they ran, hasn't it? I mean, other than the current. Chongyun, really
If
interesting.
you ever want to trade tactics.
All right. When holding down on the elemental skill Tide Collar, one stack of power will accumulate every 0.8 seconds, even when not under attack. This increases the damage dealt at the point of unleashing. Additionally, holding down to unleash Tide Collar and hitting the opponent also gives extra boosts based on the power accumulated. Every stack active decreases Beto's elemental skill cooldown by 4 seconds, as well as regenerates 8 elemental energy for her. So it basically means that she's better. She doesn't need as much ER, which is nice. This effect can trigger once every 15 seconds. Okay. And anything? I don't think it ever shows up. The buffs show up in any of these, right? In any of the abilities they had before. But it does show up in the constellations. Yeah, it's just C6, which is what I suspected. At least for the 4 stars, anyway. Radiant Stellar Conduct. The cryo-res of nearby opponents is decreased by 15%, and the elemental mastery of the current active character is increased by 200 while Stormbreaker is active. So that's interesting. Hard to say whether that or Diona's passive is better.
Power that ended my shot.
Force my blade. Submit for judgment.
Obviously, it's not effective right now. Actually, even her
Spirit blade. Attack.
shield is not active because that's based off of her C2, I think it is. Okay. Wind up. What?
Eyes on me.
One with my blade. Submit for judgment.
How is that not a perfect counter? That's very annoying. Spin to win.
Curb your
Okay,
fury.
maybe not. All right, perfect counter time. Come on, hit me. He didn't hit me at all, did he?
Power that ended my shot.
Force my blade. Spirit blade. Attack.
All right, that was actually, what weapon is she? Royal Greatsword. Oh my goodness. That's not an easy one to acquire. There's a Blizzard Strayer and Royal Greatsword also. Yeah, you gotta spend the. Could you like stop missing? I'd appreciate that.
To ashes.
I guess that counted as a perfect counter.
Submit for judgment.
Again. He just keeps missing! Standing too close. I know, it's... Alright, let me see. Beto? How many constellations? C2. I only have her up to C2, so... C6 is obviously not helpful. So, Diona's C6! Oops. L, come on. So Diona will be my shielder of choice for this team.
Leave it to me.
Which means that I definitely gonna need to work on her. 'Cause, let's see, in signature mix it's based on HP 2. Yeah, so She wants HP for her shielding and for this. I don't know if it's supposed to be her because her damage is based off of attack. You want more off-field damage. I don't think I do. I think I want more shield. Healing is not an issue with Chi-Chi on the team. So. Oh wait. A pleasant day, traveler. All right, last one. Yumi Mizuki. Oh, that's why Diona was still up here when I went to check for Betos, is because I hadn't done her little challenge fight thing yet.
Isn't that Mizuki and her 2 mini Baku? Are they talking to Barbeloth already?
Traveler and Paimon? Lady Barbeloth was just talking about you.
I love these little guys. They are so adorable.
It seems like fate has already arranged our meeting place.
I get the connection between them and Drowsy now, but definitely what is it, Musharna? I forget, the sleepy pig from Gen 5, right? They're definitely a better representation of these guys. If these guys are, anywhere close to how they look in Japanese folklore, I don't know. They could just be a lot more stylized. But I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they've been fairly accurate to the designs of the yokai. But anyway. Are you here on holiday, Mizuki?
I suppose you could say that. If the prep work for this educational film about psychology I'm doing goes smoothly, I should indeed have time for some leisure. Though until then, I still need to focus on my work.
Film about psychology? Is this a new form of therapy?
Whoa! Films can do that? That's amazing!
It's a new idea I came up with. Back when I was promoting Isa Bathhouse, I took inspiration from Fontaine cinema and recorded a few variety show episodes. People seemed to love it. Not only did they watch every episode, they even remembered all the psychological concepts we showcased. So I thought, why not make a few films about mental disorders as a fun and educational way to explain basic psychological concepts? If I can raise everyone's basic awareness, perhaps people can develop a more objective understanding of what mental disorders are. Perhaps I can stop people from blindly dismissing these conditions as made-up nonsense, or treating them like some terrifying boogeyman. And maybe my future therapy sessions will go a little more smoothly.
You've clearly put a lot of thought into this. You've really considered this thoroughly.
That's right. After all, illnesses of the mind are invisible and hard to pin down. Trying to get a hold on them, or even just detecting their existence, is sometimes far from easy. But even I don't know how to pin them down to fit neatly into a script. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit it, but even though I've written quite a few papers about mental health, I'm completely stuck when it comes to writing a film script. Sometimes I stay cooped up in my room all day, endlessly going over a few lines of dialogue or a few seconds of plot. Even then, I might come away with nothing to show at the end of it.
That sounds exhausting. You need to relax.
Maybe you can find a little spark of inspiration.
Reminds me of a certain someone
Get stuck on one thing,
who
something else, and then
who comes
ding, the answer just pops
my
into my head.
Genshin streams from time to time.
It seems like great minds think alike, Paimon. That's why I came here, to experience a form of divination quite unlike the fortune slips I'm used to. I'm hoping this mage's lunar arcana can bring me some fresh inspiration.
Inspiration. Anya once said that she wanted to write a fairy tale for every card in the Lunar Arcana. But there were so many stories she wanted to write, and so little time.
She just like me for real.
Inspiration. Go ahead and draw a card, Miss Yokai. I hope that mage's unfinished fairy tale can lead you to the inspiration for your own story.
All right, Lady Barbeloth. but most of what I know about divination relates to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Fortune-telling with cards is a first for me. If I do anything that breaks the proper ritual etiquette, please set me straight.
Oh my, the reversed moon. The upright and reversed meanings of the moon are similar. Escapism, illusion, self-deception. Like someone traveling beneath a dark moon, having lost their way forward, but not knowing how to break free.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Why does the meaning of this card sound like a warning? Paimon's got a really bad feeling about this.
However, since Miss Yume Mizuki can still hear this prophecy, it means the situation is not yet too dire. With a little effort, you may be able to exit the haze that obscures your path ahead and find what you seek.
Escapism, illusion, and self-deception?
Taking the card at face value, yes. To put it more plainly, you're running from an answer that's right before your eyes, searching far when you should be looking near.
Are you saying there's someone who can review my script standing right in front of me?
It's not limited to just the script, but how you interpret the meaning behind the card is entirely up to you.
The answer is right in front of my eyes, yet I'm searching far when I should be looking near. I think I understand what you're getting at. When you put it like that, I really have been deceiving myself. Or rather, I couldn't help but search far when I should be looking near. I thought about visiting Yae Publishing House and asking Guje Yae for advice, but then... From a clinical perspective, I suppose this counts as unconscious avoidance. Thank you for your divination, Lady Barbeloth. You really helped me find inspiration after all.
There's no need to thank me. I did nothing. You untangled the threads of fate yourself. I merely placed the loose ends in your hands. However, Guji Yae is also someone swept along by fate. Intertwining threads often bring trouble. With that in mind, keeping your distance wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
If I simply asked for some feedback on my script, surely that wouldn't bring fate into the mix, would it?
As I said, how you interpret things is not up to me, Miss Yume Mizuki. I cannot see every twist in your future from reading a single card. Who can perceive every obstacle on the path of fate before it trips them up? Sometimes it's just like that little brat said. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Anyway, Miss Yokai, I look forward to watching your film.
Alright, I did want to check something. Yeah! Diona and Beta are in here. But, I'm not gonna pull... Alright, first of all, I only have enough for a 10 pull. I'm not gonna get Beto to C6 on a 10 pull. Not likely, anyway. But yeah, it's, curious, though. Blah, 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 fate point. Okay, so any 4-star would just be standard banner. Got it. Now, how are they gonna do Yume Mizuki? Is this gonna be a preview of Stellar Swirl Or are they going to give her two? Are they going to give her a cryo and electro character to work with? Yeah, no, this is going to be Stellar Swirl. Interesting. Aw, I like that. Let's see. Vast be the dream. When Yume Mizuki triggers a swirl reaction while in the Dream Drifter state, the next instance of periodic AoE animo damage she deals to nearby enemies during that same state will be increased by 1000% of her elemental mastery. The aforementioned effect can trigger once every 2.5 seconds. Additionally, while Yume Mizuki is in the Dream Drifter state, the elemental mastery of nearby party characters is increased by 10% of Yume Mizuki's elemental mastery. Okay.
My guiding stars. Oh, mine's
Sweet dreams!
Actually, I'm curious. What does... so first of all, her weapon, yeah. It's her signature. Fab Sword, of course. Ryo. Iridescent Venerer. I don't remember what... I'm pretty sure I've got Mizuki at C0, but I could be wrong.
Yuánshén, Taechan, let's go!
the night is cold. Don't be scared.
Turn that frown upside down.
Gotta get out of the way of those guys. I want to get exploded.
Be gone!
Not now. Oh, time to command.
Time to relax.
Well, this is the least painful so far of all the Witch's Revelation fights. So at least there's that. Vast be the dream. I mean, that's. Oh, I guess I should have checked these a little bit more. Yeah. 23 nights awaiting effect. Hold on, this was... Okay. She also launches an additional attack at the same opponent, dealing ammo damage equal to 1000% of her elemental mastery. Additionally, is in the Dream Drifter state. Oh, gosh, that's actually quite nice, isn't it? Automatic Rise Shred. Okay, energy can be restored 4 times. Where is it? Heal. Restore.
It's about time we throw
Okay, that completely changes, I guess.
I wonder who else is.
As well as to generate 5 energy. It's also heal nearby. Oh, okay, no, never mind. It was. Yeah, it's just that it'll heal nearby party members with lower HP for percentage of her elemental mastery. Crit damage fixed at 100%. Every point of elemental mastery Yume Mizuki has in excess of 500 increases her crit rate by 0.04% and her crit damage by 0.16%. Yume Mizuki's crit rate and crit damage can be increased by up to 20% and 80% this way, respectively. So, it's a 50% crit rate and 180% crit damage for her for the swirl damage.
In all these endless meetings.
Not sure how good that is. Let me open this because I think I can check enhancement details. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just her that extra talent plus her C6. Okay. And that's true for both of them. Now Chi-Chi. Oh goodness. They buffed everything, didn't they? once every 30-second. Chi-Chi hits... Oh! 100% chance to trigger, and cooldown time is reduced to 15 seconds. So she doesn't actually even need to use her burst anymore, huh? What? This needs to attack? Okay, so that's a new talent. Elemental skill. Your current active character hits an opponent with an attack. The Herald of Frost will perform a coordinated attack on the opponent, dealing cryo damage. Okay. That's really good, actually. I mean, it would be better if the main damage dealer on the team was Electro, but it's fine. Deals an additional instance of cryo damage that is also considered stellar conduct damage. Ridiculous. Alright, that was... I think I knew about that one, but I didn't check this one. Which I think we have her C2. Might only have her C1. Increased by 50%. Chi-Chi's attack is increased by 50%. So that just gives her a straight buff to her attack. Ridiculous, again. Their attack reduced by 20%. Additionally, when the healing effect of Fortune Preserving Talisman triggers, the nearby party member with the lowest HP percent remaining will also receive an additional instance of healing for 180% of Chi-Chi's attack. Nice. Okay, so that's the revival. Anyway, additionally, after using Adeptus Art, Preserver of Fortune, Chi-Chi will also gain 4 stacks of Glimpse of Mystery. And when your current active character, other than Chi-Chi, deals stellar conduct damage, 1 stack of Glimpse of Mystery is consumed, and damage dealt is increased by 600% of Chi-Chi's attack. The Glimpse of Mystery effect lasts up to 12 seconds, and Unleashing Adept. So they just buff the crap out of Chi-Chi. And everybody that has a C6 Chi-Chi is rejoicing. Okay. When there are at least 3 Sesho Sakura nearby at the same time, unleashing Yakan Evocation Shiro Sakura will cause Yaimiko to unleash an additional lightning strike, which deals electro damage at 40% of her attack. The aforementioned additional lightning strike becomes an instance of electro damage at 50% of Yaimiko's attack instead. This damage will also be considered stellar conduct damage. When this is cast into Tenko Thunderbolts that descend from the skies, dealing the range transforms into 1 Tenko Thunderbolt. Destroying their outer forms and will unseal. So that's why they stick around after a burst. I wasn't paying enough attention. Store 8 elemental energies to herself. After Yaimiko triggers a superconduct or stellar conduct reaction, or deals stellar conduct damage, nearby party members will gain a 50% electro damage. The funny thing is, though, that it resets the skill cooldown regardless. It not resets the skill cooldown, it gives her all the stacks back, regardless. Anyway, after Yaimiko triggers superconduct or stellar conduct reaction, or deals stellar conduct damage, all nearby party members will gain 50% electro damage and stellar conduct damage bonus for 10 seconds. Triggering these reactions again will refresh the duration of the damage bonuses. Craziness. Okay. So now that we have Diona on the team, instead of Nicole... Oh, that's the other thing, is that I did manage to get Sandrone up to max level, but I did her last 2 ascensions off camera, and I apologize, so we're gonna go ahead and check out that.
Progress is smooth.
Okay, I think that was her level 70 ascension.
Deconstructing the very order of things. Bet you're impressed with me now.
Okay. I guess we weren't missing much. I'm sorry. But it's true. So we're not going to collect the drops because we don't need them.
Life goes on. Sacred name. Fortune preserve.
I didn't hold, but that's okay, I think.
Each deed will be judged.
It was not okay.
Test concluded.
That was a lot easier.
Oh, tired.
I'll tell you that. It would be even easier if I had actually remembered to hold Diona's skill, but can try it again. Let's just go into a different area. That's not a different area. To make sure it's fully unloaded. Unfortunately, there is no exploration stuff. There is no character that is gonna do exploration on this team. So Zhongli maybe? Who has exploration passives that
Observe and know my
Right here,
heart.
right now. Rise. Orders given. Orders
and also shields.
Bully me! Look at you!
Excision required.
Come on, keep going up.
Recorded. Each deed will be judged. Test
How tired.
concluded.
Yeah, that seems to be doing a lot of damage, and I gotta remember not to touch the blossom. Every part of me is like, oh, I just defeated a boss. I gotta touch the flower. Do not touch the flower. It's a waste. It's a waste. Teleport, please. Thank you. Let me see. Try moon sign. Wait a second. What? Moon sign? Oh. No, never mind. Yeah, so that's they don't have the stuff for the stellar conduct buffs yet. Interesting. Trying to think how I can filter out the shielders. Obviously there's Layla, but she doesn't have an exploration passive. Obviously there's Zhongli. His exploration passive is
How did I do that?
I mean, being able to summon a pillar anywhere is nice, but it's not the best option. Oh, Seat Lolly. Right. I mean, I would like an exploration passive that lets us move faster, but that would just be Varessa, and she doesn't have a shield. Nepha's got a shield, no exploration passive. I don't have any 5-star Dendro healers or Dendro shielders, do I? Same thing with Hydro. So there's Nicole, but we've already wrote with Nicole. I might bring her out when we go to the moon, though, just to make things a bit easier. Although the treasure compass, it's less of a pain, so maybe not. Does she buff interruption resistance? Nah, even so, I would like a complete immunity to interruption. Toma doesn't have an exploration passive. Kiriri, her exploration passive is not as good. Yaimiko, I can't even. I don't even have. Oh no, I do have her C2. Or wait, is it her C4 that gives a shield? Yeah, it's her C4. So no, no shield for you. Lanyan, obviously, no exploration. Not really. And she her shield doesn't really work with a charge attack character. Oh boy, boy. Potato, again, like, she works on a stellar conduct team, but no exploration passive. And her shield isn't even all that good, is it? Yeah, I don't think so, anyway. Dahlia, again, no exploration passive, and his shield is not good.
Ooh.
That idol is so very uncomfortable. Yeah, no other one to speak of. So I think that means it's time to put Seat Lolly on the team. Sorry, Diona. Gotta be Seat Lolly.
Whatever you need.
So how does the cryo resistance thing work again? Trigger the frozen or melt reactions. Well, there might be some water nearby. Oh, well, never mind. It's not even important because it doesn't shred cryo resistance. Well, T Lolly's just here for the shielding. I don't know, hopefully Odette shields, but I guess we'll see. But not tonight. Tonight, it's time for me to get going. Really, really need to get going. Need to try and get to bed at a decent hour, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the rest of your night is a good one, and I will see you later. Hard hands.